It's so amazing to
Hold on,
be
I need to get my
loved.
chips.
I follow you to the moon
Sherelle,
and
please.
the sky above. Hey.
I cannot.
Doom, doom. I don't know why the spirit of Luther Vandross is
Go ahead, girl.
upon me, but you know.
You know what? It is a little chilly in
It's
here.
so
You might be onto something.
amazing. Yeah, because
All right.
I'm like the air. You got the fan on turbo.
Can I live? Can I live?
Turbo
Can I live just a little bit?
on turbo.
Okay.
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 But yeah, so amazing to be.
You know what? Let's just start the show before she's going to a whole damn Luther Vandross medley.
Y'all love Luther Vandross.
I do love Luther.
I feel like if you don't like Luther Vandross, like
Something really wrong with you.
yeah,
Like,
I
what's
don't
your
really know if I
problem?
could trust you as a person.
Yeah, like what's your problem?
What's your problem?
For real, for real.
I feel like, well, let me not talk because there's certain people I don't like, and people be like, you know, but I feel like people like Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
Luther Vandross. I am concerned about Anita Baker though. We ain't seen her since she abruptly
Canceled her that
anybody
Mother's
check
Day
on her?
Atlanta show, and the aunties was mad at her.
I would be too. Like,
They were pissed at her.
you know, but we ain't heard that was in May.
Ooh,
She good?
It's August now.
Correct. Anybody?
I mean, I'm sure she's fine.
Let's hope so.
I would like to think that she's fine.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I forgot all about that until you just
I
said
randomly
that.
thought about her the other day. Well, she's a couple of her songs on my Do Not Disturb playlist. And I was like, we ain't heard
From Anita.
from. Yeah, where Auntie at? Is she okay?
Sis is missing.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Well, I hope she is well.
Love her. All right, I'm done.
Ma'am.
I'm done.
You sure? You got it all out?
Probably not, but you know,
Okay.
it's cool.
All right.
We're good. We're good.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's going on?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B. This is weird.
It's okay. It's fine. I know we're not used to sitting across from each other and doing a podcast.
Yeah, like
There's a lot happening. Anyway, what is this? Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
yes. Mm-hmm. What'd I say?
Where we wrap the coat.
Where we wrap the culture up and cut. Listen,
Girl.
Okay.
Just because we switched seats a little bit.
well, I don't like change.
You know what? From now on, we'll be switching it up.
Oh.
Yep. Yes.
I don't like
You need a
that.
table?
No.
You sure?
No, I'm good.
I can get you a table.
No.
There's a table right
No,
there.
I'm comfortable with this Eagles blanket on. But you know.
Excuse me, y'all can't see, but she made a little nasty face,
You know.
and that wasn't necessary.
Nah, it's cool. Listen, if you got a black quarterback, you all right with me.
Period.
honestly.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, so that's just
Damn,
what
what is his name?
Jalen Hurts.
Well, girl.
Oh, that's right. So if you guys didn't realize, we're not on camera.
Correct.
Because, you know, we in our 30s and we decided not to. You know, there's things going on.
Life is. Listen. I'm having a lot of. I'm on day 5 of a migraine, y'all. I can't be under a bunch of lights, so
Exactly.
I will take the blame today. But listen,
Y'all
y'all,
be all right.
you should be grateful because we weren't even going to do an episode.
Okay?
Okay, but then NABJ decided to show their ass today, and we'll get into it.
Exactly.
So I was like, sis, let's do the episode, but let's just do it audio only.
Literally.
Okay?
I'm mad because, like, I have a mic in my hand and
Yeah.
I don't have any nails because I'm like, I want to do ASMR
No,
so bad
please,
right now.
because I have to edit that, and I hate those kinds
I know
of
you.
things.
I know you. Like, you're the one that first put me on the ASMR.
I did?
You did some years ago. You're the one that started because you was like, I can't stand it. I was like, what is this ASMR?
And then you went and looked it up?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Because I saw a 60 minute. It was either 60 Minutes or some news show that literally had a whole special about the crave of ASMR.
Yeah.
And that what I saw, people were literally making money off of all that, and I was like, and I think this was pre-COVID.
So that's why you like that slime stuff, them slime videos?
No, I just like this. I like the look of it, and I love the thwop sound.
So
And it looks so
you
pretty.
do like the sound.
I do. I love the sound. I do.
I don't. When you sent me that video,
Yeah.
I wanted to block you.
Like even
No,
the ones where it was just like
yeah,
the block.
I wanted to. Yeah, it made me go, ooh.
Oh, I make Brandon watch them.
Does he enjoy them?
No, he tells me to go somewhere, but I make him watch them. I'll be like, babe, slime scoops. Mm-hmm.
I think
if I have to listen to Cars, he can listen to slime scoops. All right?
Cars the movie?
No. Like he likes the ones that shoot fire out.
Out of their
yeah
dust pipes. That's not right.
We'll call him that. So if I have to listen to that and Kevin Gates music,
damn, that's fair.
He can listen to
that's fair.
A minute of slime scoops. He'll be okay.
So like he just like listens to that stuff like random?
Oh my God, he watches YouTube videos. So if y'all don't know, my fiance thinks that he is Vin Diesel. He is a car enthusiast. He is constantly just on Auto Trader just looking at cars. He watches the YouTube video. He follows a bunch of like mechanics and shops on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff, and watches some of the stuff is educational and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's events around the city called Cars and Coffee.
I've heard of that.
The car community
is big.
It's a serious situation.
Yeah, I was dating a little nigga who took me to some car shit before. I was like, this is cool. Flick me up in front of these cool ones, and then I can put it on my Instagram. That's as much as I got out of it.
Yeah, but he likes the Hot Wheel cars.
Hot Wheels.
He wants all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think y'all might be on the spectrum, my nigga. You with this A.O. Let me like not being on the spectrum it's not funny, but like this thing over here like slime sounds. Her fiance like car sounds and shit.
I'm gonna put a video of the slime scoops on the page on either TikTok or Instagram. One of the.
Don't tag me in that.
I'm gonna.
No.
So I can't get the bridesmaid slime and put in.
Shrell, you better not get me slime. You better not. I will dunk it in the trash.
No.
I don't want no slime.
It just looks so pretty.
No. Absolutely not.
Oh God.
Okay.
Forgive us, y'all.
Sis, what can't you wrap your head around?
What can I wrap my head around? Let's talk about that.
Okay.
It's probably a shorter list.
Yeah. How about that?
Let's see. What can I wrap? It's been so much stuff going on. I didn't even think about it.
Same, honestly.
Ow. I can't wrap my head around. I keep hitting my elbow.
This is like the second time. Why don't you put one of them other pillows behind your elbow?
Jeez Louise.
Well, you was leaning on that one.
There we go. It's okay. We
okay.
Good. What can't I wrap my head around for real?
If you ain't got nothing, that's fine. Cause for real.
Oh, I know what I can't wrap my head around. I saw something on Twitter earlier that the rapper Lil Yachty recently. Now this is a rapper, somebody that we have let in the gates of hip hop. Mm-hmm. Recently, just listened to Jay-Z's The Black Album and Reasonable Doubt too. Sierra, don't piss me off right now.
I'm not going to piss you off.
So what
I'm not going to piss you off.
What's the problem?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
What is the problem?
I didn't say
I'll
anything.
be decent because you have a headache, and I need to understand. What you about to say?
I'm not going to say nothing.
Your face is telling all.
I'm not saying nothing.
As a fellow Virgo, our faces aren't delivered. It don't work.
I'm not saying nothing.
All right. Well, I'll dive into that later. But yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. But also, this is y'all fault. Y'all let him in, and
okay. To be fair, okay, the Black Album unacceptable. That he hasn't heard it. Mm-hmm. But I haven't heard. Sherelle, don't do this. Put your glasses back up on your face. Thank you. I'm going to hide behind the iPad for right now because
y'all should see her. She really is hiding behind the iPad. Dead ass right now, so I can't see her.
I haven't heard the other. You said reasonable doubt too?
Reasonable doubt, yeah.
Oh, there's two reasonable doubts.
I just don't understand,
I thought there was only one reason.
Yeah, that's what I meant to not reasonable doubt two, as in like.
Oh, reasonable doubt also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made bag grammar.
No, it's okay.
Unacceptable.
I've been meaning to get to it.
I just feel like rappers. I just feel like there should be some type of like prerequisite.
I hear you.
You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Maybe I would give Lil Yachty, because I mean I know he's still in his like early 20s. It might be 25. All right, you haven't listened to Reasonable Doubt. Fine. Mm-hmm. The Black Album? Are you kidding me?
That's why that's unacceptable, because I love the Black Album.
Are you kidding me?
But you know.
No.
No, not like. No, nigga, I don't know. But you know, like, a lot of people who enter what I think is really happening, like, and not even just hip hop, but like also like maybe like R&B music and like even
Agreed.
Pop artists, I'll go as far as to say they're not really studying the artistry that was before them, or the artists that came before them, the instrumentation. Mm-hmm. This is why, and now I'm gonna get in my bag, but like Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar are so great, because you can tell, like, you can hear their influences, and when they speak about music, they're very, very passionate about it.
They're students.
They're
students of the art,
and they're constantly studying. Mm-hmm. You know, you're always, if you're someone who's into like passion projects, or if you're passionate about what you're doing, you're always going to be studying. This is also why, and this is no shade to her, but because I love her, but like Cardi B has not released a second album. She doesn't care to.
Don't get me
She's
started.
Not a student of hip hop music.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, because hip hop has become so widespread and like, you know, and again, and this is shade, but Drake also is not a student of hip hop, and this is why he did not do so well. He's not a student of hip hop, but he's also not a student of Black culture.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know about all that.
Oh.
I don't know if I could. Maybe not a student of Black culture, but I will give him that he's a student of the art form. He might not be top of the class, but I do think just with his discography and the way that his sound has pretty much remained consistent throughout the years, except for recently.
Okay, you know what I think he's a student of hip hop that is not central to America. But I don't think he's a student of hip hop that is central to America.
Okay.
That's why I think we find him like having all of these like, and I know like, you know, Toronto has a big Caribbean population, but he'll even take from like the UK to like drill rap and stuff like that.
I get that.
I don't find him being a culture of studying American hip hop, which is almost like a slap in the face if you ask me, because we all know that it was in Harlem, the Bronx in New York. DJ Kool Herc, like, so like I don't know, like
I feel that.
I think you can tell, and I think a lot of young artists aren't students of their craft.
I feel like our parents, you know, how our parents would be like, you know, I don't know how you listen to that, and now I don't think I've gotten all the way there yet, but there's certain things when I hear stuff like this, and don't get it twisted, like I do have a few, maybe like 3 to 5 Lil Yachty songs on my, you know, in my library, because there are certain things I'm like, when I was like, oh, this Lil Yachty, okay, I can get with it, but I just feel like certain things like this, maybe keep to yourself.
Yeah,
you don't need to say that out loud.
I feel like Ice Spice could have kept her old album to herself. I heard it was terrible.
Oh, it was released already? Yes. I didn't even know it was released.
Yes, it came out. And everyone has been ripping it to shreds.
I mean, are we...
I'm not
even going to get into that. Because, like, come on.
I'm not shocked at all.
Come on.
I'm not shocked at all.
And when I say they put so much money behind that.
Yeah.
Her face was on Metro cards and all across New York
Were
City.
they?
Yes.
Oh, my
God. The marketing budget was no limit. No limit records.
She got the Gimme the Light sample from Sean Paul. And
that's on Sean. I would have been like, I need to hear what you're talking about first before I say yes to anything.
Oh, you think he said yes without hearing it first?
I don't know, but I would, you know.
I would have.
Some people be like, we want to uplift it. No. What are you doing?
No, I'd rather you. As a matter of fact, diss all my shit.
Because Gimme the Light was Sean Paul's, like, breakout song into mainstream media, mainstream music.
Yep.
Ain't nobody got time for, you know, just, you know, because you're in the Bronx, you shake your ass.
I don't know. That and her obsession with farting and pooping.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
That bitch got a weird kink. 2 girls, 1 cup action.
Oh, my God.
Did you see that video?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's go on.
I
what can't you wrap your head around?
I can't laugh because of this goddamn migraine, but I want to laugh so
Can you?
bad. There's a video of me on the internet reacting to it. Me and Naomi. Keisha, we were in college. Keisha came over to fucking Keisha's apartment. She's like, I got something to show y'all. And she's like, you got to do a reaction video to it because that's what everybody was doing at the time. So me and Naomi, we over there. We in her room. She pulled up the laptop. And we watching it. And we were so disgusted. We were so But yeah, there's a video of, if I can find it.
No.
I'll put it in the description.
Oh my God.
For those you don't see what's happening in it, but you will see our reaction to.
Girl, I remember when I first saw it, I didn't even finish it. I was like, I'm not doing this. This is disgusting.
We watched the whole thing. We were like, this is disgusting. Oh my God. She put that in her mouth. Like, yeah, we were like, yeah. We were disgusted. It was disgusting.
Yeah, you know, what a time.
What a time.
What a time.
I just opened up a whole like
that even made it to Family Guy. There's an episode where Stewie and Brian are reacting.
Shut up.
To two girls and one. Yes.
That means everybody on staff must have watched that video. Oh.
And put it in the script. That made it to an episode of Family Guy. But anyway, what can you wrap your head around, sis?
Okay, like, I don't want to call it heavy, but like I said earlier, okay, so what I can't wrap my head around is that, y'all know I have a migraine today. So my dad was over here yesterday, and I had a telehealth call, right?
Yes.
So we're talking, talking about everything that's been going on. And, I hang up on the call. My dad is like, I'm just so pissed. And I'm like, why are you mad, Dad? And he said, because they just giving you pills, and they're not, this is all just a Band-Aid. This isn't solving the problem. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I agree with my dad. Like, two things can be true at one time. So, like, my thing is, like, unfortunately, there isn't, like, a cure for migraines, right?
Right.
So, and everybody who has migraines, their reactions to certain things are different.
Yeah.
Their triggers. Like I was telling Sis, my triggers are acetaminophen. And I think cigarette smoke, too. That should be everybody's trigger.
Honestly.
Loser.
Why are you still smoking cigarettes?
So, but my dad is like, the issue with this is like, it's just a Band-Aid, and it does, and everything that they're like giving me doesn't solve the problem. And I think that is the full intent of the American pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Y'all, she hit her elbow a third time. Y'all keep it count. Poor baby. Don't make me laugh, Sherelle. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
So, but yeah, I think that is the full intent of the American pharmaceutical industry, is to like keep you in a circle. And as much as like America has like these wellness like entities that they pull to the side, like you can go to, I don't know, health.org to see the food, the food pyramid and all this other shit. Like, and they got like fucking milk and cheese at the top. Like that causes inflammation. We know that. So like, I don't know, like that's just so frustrating to me. I hear my dad, and that's real. And it's and then like when you're experiencing this, like I am, you're like, damn, this is really fucked up. Like, because what if this was something that could be cured? And they were just giving me pills.
My dad gets so mad, and like he was getting mad over the years. I feel like our dads need to hang out because they have similar.
My dad is still asking us about the Father's Day episode.
He can just go, like, can't he just go hang out?
No, he wants to make another one, but continue.
All right. Mm-hmm. We can, maybe we'll do one after the wedding or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
My dad gets frustrated. He cannot stand pharmaceutical commercials. He's like, what do you need why do you need a commercial for a pill that you can only get at a doctor's office?
Ooh.
Why are you and he used to say it all the time for years and years. And I'd be like, Dad, quit scoffing. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And then I went to the doctor one day, and one of them tried to give me a pill that I saw on TV. And I was just like, so is there something over the counter that I can take? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, so then why are you, Yeah. And then it started, then you see different movies that have come out, like the movie about the opioid epidemic and all those different things. And you see how pharmaceutical salespeople, they're getting rich off of just feeding you this stuff, and then got the nerve to have people dancing and shit. I lowered my A1C. Yay! Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Sherelle. Yo, I had a surgery like a couple years ago, and I had to take hydro something. And I had to, just a one-time prescription of like 5 pills or whatever. Yeah. So, I'm going to the doctor afterwards for a checkup. And she's like, oh, do you everything's fine, but do you need some more of the hydro stuff? And I'm like,
why? If you just said I'm fine.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
For what?
Like, and I can't think of the name of the drug right now, but I'm like, this is a drug that niggas get hooked on.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, girl.
That's exactly how that oxycodone. That's exactly how that got started. If you guys have not watched, there's a mini series on Netflix. I think it's called Painkiller. And it's starring Matthew Broderick and Uzo Aduba. Mm-hmm. And it literally talks about how the Oxycontin epidemic got started.
Yeah.
And it's really scary.
Yeah.
Just, you had an accident and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're hooked on fucking pills.
That's crazy.
It was really scary. So I would, if you have a minute, even you, if like you want to watch it.
Somebody let me steal their Netflix.
I got you.
No, I gotta make my own account.
I got you. But yeah, it's really good. No, I'm good. I kind of like the sun.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Come on, yes.
So yeah, it's I definitely agree with your dad wholeheartedly because it's always something that you kind of have to side eye like. Yeah,
for sure.
If I can go to Walgreens and get some Tylenol or whatever it is, why are you trying to stuff pills down my throat?
Yeah, yeah.
And granted, I'm a victim, not a victim, but like let me not use that word. Because there are real victims out here. Mm-hmm. But, like, I'm quick to, like, I go to the doctor real quick. Like, okay, what you want, But I also just keep Excedrin in my bag. Yeah. And y'all know me, I'm quick to get some Theraflu just to go to sleep. So.
Damn, for real?
Every now and then, if I really need, I'm like, I need a good night's sleep. I take the hot Theraflu. It's like tea.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, every now and then, just like. I'm already planning like the night before the wedding. I'm like, yep, that's a Theraflu night.
That makes sense.
Because I know my nerves are going to be ridiculous.
Like just shot for sure. That makes sense. I understand that.
I keep that. If it's on sale, I'm getting it. And just keep it in the house.
Now you got boxes of Theraflu.
I just keep it in the house because I know I'm going to need some in this nighttime and I'll be knocked out like a light.
Damn. That's.
Yep.
Man, it must be nice. I can't have that either.
Child.
But yeah, okay. What a good intro.
That was a good intro.
That was good.
I feel like those were good conversations.
For sure, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys are ready for the mess.
I hated that song.
What song?
Must Be Nice by Life Jennings.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
Did he go back to jail?
I don't know. Ain't no one to hear that nigga growling. Y'all really act like he was, no, I don't want to hear that shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. He just wasn't there for me. Never was. I was like, this is not. I don't want to hear that on the radio. I don't want to hear that.
That's kind of how I felt about D'Angelo.
Wow.
But not a growling, but just like, he's a mumbler.
Real quick, and then we can get I swear, because you are absolutely correct. D'Angelo's latest album was like in the Vanguard, D'Angelo in the Vanguard.
Yeah.
I will give $20 to somebody who can sing along verbatim what that nigga is saying
quickly,
and I'm talking about his 2 lead singles on that album that are amazing. I will give you $20 per song if you can sing it without Googling
quickly.
On the way over here, the song "Love Me" by 112 featuring Maze came on, and there's the second verse. I don't know which member is singing, but when I say somebody in the studio didn't turn the volume up on that mic. I've heard that song millions of times, and I'm like, what is he? What is he saying? What?
I'm telling you, I cannot. That's D'Angelo verbatim.
I feel that. Okay,
he's a mumbler.
I get it.
Yeah.
I got you on that one for sure.
Thanks. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like somebody gonna jump in the DMs like, you said $20 if I.
You know they will, because some of y'all be hella spicy.
But no, I need to see it in person, because I don't know if you like looking at the lyrics on Google or some shit. Like, I need to FaceTime me right now. Jump on live right now. and then I will give you $20. Other than that,
I'm screaming.
Damn well you don't know what that man's saying.
I'm screaming. Okay, let's get into it for real
now.
now.
Know what somebody's saying.
Oh my God. Well, if you want to figure out how to lose credibility for your business,
girl,
NABJ can tell you,
girl,
because this has been a hot ass mess. If you're not aware, the board of NABJ decided to invite Donald Trump to speak and be interviewed at the conference as of today, which is when we're recording this, and against a majority of the members' wishes, they overstepped all of them and said we're inviting him in. They said we're inviting him anyway because, and this is not verbatim, but like basically like we had this as a perfect time to air out our issues with him and talk about what we think he should address or whatever. And it's like we'll play some clips for you, but it's like
no,
it has been 8 years of knowing that this man does not answer questions. I don't know why everybody thinks they're going to be the person to just wrangle that horse, that cow.
It's like y'all want to play Captain Save a Trump, and it's not going to work.
You know what? Go ahead, just play whatever clip you got because I can't do this right now.
It's just
I literally can't.
I'm sick of it.
I can't. Right
do you understand? I'm sick of it.
Go ahead, whatever you want to play.
So we're gonna play. So first of all, let's give you some context. So Donald Trump sat on a panel with three black female journalists, okay? And they were Rachel Scott of ABC News, Harris Faulkner of Fox News, and Kadia Goba of Semaphore, right? And this is how things got started when he got on stage. This is exactly how things got started.
I didn't notice ABC doing any publicity on it, George.
We covered you extensively, sir. I'd love to move over on to different topics.
I didn't notice you do any publicity on it at all. I won the case, the biggest case. This is an attack on a political opponent. I have another one where
sir,
I have a hostile judge.
We have you for a limited time, sir. I'd love to move on to different topics.
Excuse you. You're the one that held me up for 35 minutes, just so you understand.
He literally attacked. So we all know that Donald Trump is very anti-NBC, ABC, hence the reason why he is trying to back out of the ABC September 10th the presidential debate with Kamala Harris. So here's the second clip. He got hostile ASAP.
A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money, they were stone cold broke, and I saved them, and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom, and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. they couldn't get their equipment working or something
Mr.
was
President,
wrong.
I would love
I think
if you
it's
can
a
answer the
very
question
nasty
on your rhetoric
question.
and why you
I have
believe that
answered
black
the
voters
question.
should trust you with another 4
I have
years.
been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act?
And for you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
I have Kamala Harris's campaign released a note, a statement about why, statement on Donald Trump showing exactly who he is at NABJ. The following is a statement from Harris for President Communications Director Michael Tyler on Donald Trump's tirade this afternoon at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention in Chicago. It says, "The hostility Donald Trump showed on stage today is the same hostility he has shown throughout his life, throughout his term in office, and throughout his campaign for president as he seeks to regain power and inflict his harmful Project 2025 agenda on the American people. Trump lobbed personal attacks and insults at black journalists the same way he did throughout his presidency, while he failed black families and left the entire country digging out of the ditch he left us in. Donald Trump has already proven he cannot unite America, so he attempts to divide us. Today's tirade is simply a taste of the chaos and division that has been a hallmark of Trump's MAGA rallies this entire campaign.
Wow.
It's also exactly what the American people will see from across the debate stage as Vice President Harris offers a vision of opportunity and freedom for all Americans.
Wow.
All Donald Trump needs to do is stop playing games and actually show up to the debate on September 10th. Yeah. Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I watched a majority of the panel discussion, and the whole thing was ridiculously chaotic. Clearly, their equipment wasn't working because it was numerous times during the panel that Harris was like, needed to speak up, and Donald Trump was like, what? But it's, you're 78 years old, so it is what it is. But I kind of went on a little bit of a rant on Instagram about it because I'm thoroughly disappointed in the National Association of Black Journalists.
Highly.
Like, my question to them, and if I was a panelist, right? If I was a panelist right now, I would literally ask NABJ, what was the strategy for this? What was the reason? And I would want an in-depth answer, just like those panelists wanted an in-depth answer from the former president of the United States. And I don't know if I would get one. There was somebody on Twitter that I think they were also a journalist there that was giving a play-by-play of what's going on. And it was a part in Trump's talking points where he called, he was talking about abortion and how Democrats allow abortions to happen at 9 months and all this stuff like that. And allegedly, the president of NABJ stormed out at that very moment. But my reaction to that is like, you allowed this.
You allowed this.
You allowed this. To your point, how many times does this man have to show you exactly who he is? How many times? Then he got up there and was talking, like, after Rachel Scott asked him about January 6th, he continued to talk about the insurrection and was basically saying that, like, well, nobody said anything about the Black Lives Matter protests. Nobody was talking about that. Nobody talked about the horrible insurrection of the pro-Palestinian protests that just happened in D.C. last week and all this stuff. That's not what we asked you. We asked you, what are you going to do about the insurrectionists of January 6th?
Hello.
But what we got was that you're still going to uplift them. And what we also got is that you're still going to downplay your racist tactics towards Black Lives Matter and every other black person.
Yeah.
But what I did notice in the clips, it was some clapping in there.
Yo, I was like, what the fuck is going on in here?
There was some clapping going on.
One of my bookish friends, she also went to school for journalism out in Cali, and a couple of her husband's friends were there, and she sent me a picture because he had got a picture there were people there with MAGA shirts on. Old black ladies with
people?
Black people, coloreds, with MAGA shirts on.
Whatever.
Yeah. So there was, I think you said, besides Earl Graves, was there somebody else who had pulled out?
I know there were a couple of people that were going to be attending. I don't know if they were actually speaking on panels.
Okay.
But I was seeing a bunch of people on timeline like, yeah, I'm not going anymore, ABC, XYZ. Mm-hmm. And rightfully so.
So Earl Graves, the CEO of
Black Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. He pulled out. Here is his statement. It is with deep regret that I announce my decision to withdraw from our panel, Black Leadership in Today's Media Landscape, at the 2024 National Association of Black Journalists Convention in Chicago tomorrow. The invitation to presidential nominees by NABJ is a great opportunity for the conference constituencies to hear from the respective candidates on their platforms. However, for none of the Black media organizations to be offered the opportunity to interview any candidate is an insult to what NABJ stands for, period. Moreover, it is indicative of the treatment Black media organizations face in today's landscape, and particularly disheartening that our own NABJ organization would make the decision to exclude Black media organizations from this important discussion, which absolutely I agree with. And so something I was talking to with my friend who lives in Cali, I was asking her, I was like, how do you think NABJ could even recover from this? Because I was only a member for like a year.
Right.
Same for you, right?
Facts. Mm-hmm.
And I was saying, like, if I was a member right now, like, I would seriously be considering canceling my membership.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of an organization that feels like they need to prove something to someone who clearly does not see us as full, actual, realized people.
Facts.
And I don't want anybody representing me that doesn't understand why I would be adamant about not wanting this person in my safe space.
Right. This is my fear, that a lot of the organizations that were created to be safe spaces for us, journalists, manufacturers, engineers, all those things, that they are going to fall victim to the status quo.
Absolutely.
That is my fear. And I feel like it's already starting to happen. It just hasn't linked on to all of the industry organizations just yet. But for this to be the National Association of Black Journalists, which Donald Trump continues to press against the media, for you to get on stage and literally call ABC News a fake, I don't mean to laugh, a fake network. Come on, man. Come on. You get up there, you disrespect Rachel, and I don't know if you saw the end after they wrapped up, because apparently he was supposed to be up there for an hour, and they cut him off at 35 minutes, and he shook the other panelist's hand and not Rachel. But but she, she just okay. Like, we're not, I'm not going to sit here and act like we cool. I'm not about to shake your hand after you blatantly got up here and disrespected me.
That was nasty.
But I just feel like, I want to be very careful with my words.
Got you.
Is a job and a title worth your dignity?
We can end the show right there.
Soon as, and this is what I'm saying about, we talk about gatekeeping all the time.
Oh, for sure.
We gatekeep the dumbest things. We gatekeep who doing our hair. We gatekeep where we get our shoes from. We gatekeep, what our favorite chocolate is, whatever it is. But we don't gatekeep who we allow. We don't gatekeep our culture. We let any and everybody in. And if you're noticing how the Trump campaign and the whole situation in itself, I even noticed how, like, anytime that there was an unarmed black man killed, I paid very close attention as to who the anchor and reporter was that was interviewing the victim's family. The cops. You gonna get Michael Strahan to interview the cop that murdered Breonna Taylor? Then you get Don Lemon to interview Tyree Nichols and then fire him? I'm sorry, Tyree Nichols' parents and then fire him? So, of course, you're going to get the black anchors.
Of course, always.
To interview Donald Trump. You're going to get the black anchors. You might as well just let them interview David Duke and the rest of them. So I feel like, and while this is not me downplaying the panelists, soon as somebody said, you're going to interview Donald Trump, absolutely not. No, I'm not.
Right.
I'm not going to allow him to get up here and disrespect me and my craft and everybody else in the room. And I just feel like that's what we need to get back. Like, people, y'all not slapping people enough for me. Y'all not telling people no. Y'all not telling people no enough for me. Because you're concerned about, well, if I do it this way, I'm not going to advance in my career. Yeah. If I do it this way, I'm not going to get this opportunity and that opportunity. And this is why things like this happen.
Yeah.
This is exactly why things like this happen. How dare you let that man come into our safe space? Because the National Association of White Journalists, do you think that Kamala Harris would be invited? It's one thing if he just showed up real quick, like, hey, I was in the neighborhood.
Right.
And I wanted to see if y'all would hear me out. You made sure that you called the Trump campaign and said, hey, if your man's is not doing nothing, have him swing by Chicago, who he constantly talks about, Mayor Brandon Johnson, all the time, calls him a DEI hire. How dare you?
It's very insulting. And I'm also, because we have a clip, y'all, because we have a fantastic clip of, but it's like very insulting. And I'm just thinking, like, to me, I just don't know how I feel about the NABJ right now. And maybe it's not the full situation, but that entire board needs to step down immediately. They all should be putting in their resignation at this point. Because you clearly cannot steer this organization in a way for it to remain at its best, at its highest, at its peak.
Yeah, your integrity is smacked.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
It's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
your integrity is gone.
If I was in college, they were like, you going, what do you, no.
Absolutely not.
You see that foolishness that just happened up?
He did so much for HBCUs.
No, the fuck he didn't.
What did you do so? So you gave them some money. So was other presidents. So was Obama. So was Bush. Please, you ain't the only one.
Listen. So we have a clip here of Roland Martin, who, oh, hold on. So going off already. So Roland Martin is talking to this random ass dude. What's his man's name?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
When I say I've been sitting here, I was all on the thread trying to figure out. Somebody was like, "This is so and so," and
nobody knows who
the limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist. Nobody knows who this man is. But Roland Martin is, explaining like how important NABJ is to first of all, and this is another fucking problem I have. I'm sorry.
No, tell us.
You got these goddamn insiders in our safe space questioning us as if we don't fucking have integrity and know what the fuck we talking about. This is exactly what you're talking about when
they found out who he is.
Okay, what's his name?
Justin Wells.
What?
I guess founding executive producer of Tucker Carlson Tonight Today.
Get the fuck out of
originals here. On Fox News.
This is what I'm saying. This is exact. So now, not only do you have Trump in here talking to fool, then you got these fucking crispity, crackety wafer motherfuckers in here talking crazy to some of the most esteemed and prestigious black journalists in the community. So listen, I know a lot of y'all have strong feelings about Roland Martin. You can have them. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. But we gonna play this clip.
I don't care if I'm American. You really don't want to go there. So here's the whole deal. What did he lie about? First of all, he lied about in terms of abortion in 9 months. That was a flat out lie. He lied about HBCU funding. Because the reality is, for 3 consecutive years, Donald Trump submitted a budget cutting HBCU funding.
But that's not what you were talking about.
Excuse me. The program that he cited about HBCU funding, guaranteeing funding, his budget zeroed that program out. It was under Bush, it was reauthorized under Obama, he zeroed it out. It was Congresswoman Alma Allens of North Carolina who put it back in.
How were you given that seat today?
I'm sorry. Let me say it to you.
Why were you in that seat today? Who put you in that seat
Let me say it to you again.
But that's not what you were talking about when you interrupted the speech. You kept saying he lied, but you weren't.
And I'm telling you
that's not what you were talking about.
Let me say
that's not what you said during the speech. I was listening to the speech, and I was listening
First of all,
to
it
you
wasn't a speech.
interrupt
Here's the deal.
the three
Here's the deal.
panelists and the president.
Here's the deal. I know
You were not one of the panelists. If you were the journalist of the year, why weren't you up there asking
Cashapp,
questions?
we have a journalist of the year every year. We've been around 49 years. So we have
You
multiple
specifically,
journalists
why
of the
were
year.
you not on that stage?
Let me be real clear.
You were just in the audience screaming he lied?
Let me be real clear.
From row one?
Let me be real clear.
Who put you in row one?
Because you're cute and you get your little video. So you're talking to somebody who has far more history in this organization than you've ever been. So
I'm not a member.
There you
That's
go.
true.
There
I'm
you go.
definitely not an NABJ
So,
member.
when you're not a member and you have no understanding of our history or our membership, you don't realize founders are sitting here. You don't realize that former presidents are sitting
doesn't
here.
mean you get to just rudely interrupt from the first row.
Okay, let me say it again.
That's not what journalists do.
Oh, actually, you have to. Are you
You're not a
journalist?
panelist.
Are you a journalist?
I think I am. More
No,
so than
no,
you.
no. Are you a
Because I'm
journalist?
asking real questions
Really?
right now. You're
Are
just
you a journalist?
filibustering. This
Are you a
is
journalist?
bullshit.
Why are you a journalist? What's your organization?
Because I'm asking questions.
No. What's your media organization?
I'm independent. I'm asking you
What's
questions.
your media organization?
Oh, you need to be in a media organization? to be a
Well,
journalist
if
now?
you're going to be a
I don't think
journalist,
so.
you have to be with a media entity. So
Oh,
what's
right.
your
You need
media
to be
organization?
paid off by big corporate
No,
media?
actually, what's your media entity?
Who do you work for?
I work for me. I own my company.
Oh, really? So you're an independent journalist?
No.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, actually, but I named
This
the
doesn't make
company.
any sense.
It's called Black Star Network. What's your company?
The what?
What's your company?
What's this fake media
What's
company?
your company?
The company. It's called
It's
the
called the
company.
company.
Oh, it's called the company?
It's called my company.
Okay, that's cute.
That's
Are-
great.
Are you the CEO? Are you the
Actually,
CEO?
maybe.
No,
So,
are,
listen,
no, are you the
why
CEO?
were you not on that
May I ask
stage
you a question?
asking
Are you the CEO?
questions? I think we're
No,
done here.
Are you the CEO or
This
you an
is a
employee?
ridiculous
Yes, you're right, because
conversation.
you walked over here. Are you the CEO or you an employee?
No. You were in my ear screaming.
No,
"You lied,"
actually, I
but
was
that's
in your
something you're not
ear.
even talking
You were
about.
across the barrier. First of all, I'm gonna talk to members. Do not
Nice
touch
to
me.
meet you.
Do not touch me.
Thank you.
Move your last one. Don't touch me. I'm done with
trying
you.
to shake your hand.
No,
That's what gentlemen do.
no, actually.
So you see what I'm saying? You got these. First of all, I understand the goal is to have other journalist entities come into this part of the interview, whatever, because Donald Trump's going to be there. I feel like it should have been a member exclusive only situation.
It's exactly what Earl Graves was saying.
Like, because who the fuck are you? And then this is my problem with the Republicans. They never answer questions, but they always try to diminish you and diminish your character. And I think Roland handled that fantastically.
Very well.
You don't know what the fuck is going on here because you're what? Oh, you're not a member. So shut the fuck up.
Right.
And get out of my face. Get out of my space. Move your little ass on like he said.
Bye. But this is why I say I have a problem with, y'all know I just have a problem with black people sometimes. Because I don't understand why it's always okay for us and it's never okay for them. Mm-hmm. I agree wholeheartedly that this should have been a member exclusive only. And then that really would have told you, you know what, this probably wasn't a good decision for us.
Right. Because
why are just random people with no type of credentials allowed at NABJ? Mm-hmm. Why?
Quickly.
Why? Because it wouldn't, like, if the roles were reversed, it wouldn't be. And we've seen the videos. We've seen us being pushed around at rallies and stuff and all types of disrespect. But when it comes to us, and don't even get me in my bag, HBCU, you're not like us. Oh, yeah, come on in. Sororities, fraternities, oh, yeah, come on in.
You know how I feel about the fraternity and sorority thing.
All the media. This is Essence, Ebony. Oh yeah, come on in. But let us go somewhere else. You know, we've kind of reached our diversity quota. Oh, okay.
But you know, we're not allowed. Like, if I say right now, even though I am not a part of a D9 sorority or obviously fraternity, but if I say right now, I don't think white people should be in those organizations, I would get in trouble. Even though, surprise, surprise, that's how I feel. Because literally, there were no white people shooting in the gym when those organizations were started.
I will never understand that. I never will. I don't get it.
And every time I'm on TikTok and it's like a white Q or something, I'm like,
y'all making them famous.
Every time.
Y'all making them famous.
That one white guy who was a Kappa,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Y'all lusting over him all the time.
All the fucking time.
And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, y'all did make a list of like the top 10, like 20 white guys. Yeah, but they not out here trying to perpetrate being something else.
They're white.
Chris Evans very much, unfortunately, married a white woman, and we're, you know what I'm saying?
They were all white dudes doing white dude
That's
shit.
it. They're just hot.
They're hot white dudes.
But the ones that's acting like Channing Tatum and Step Up,
not the wiggers.
Like, no.
I don't want a wigger.
Unacceptable. Y'all let them in hip hop. Y'all let them in every fucking where. But when it's our turn,
now it's like, ooh, I've let 5 black people in here already.
Right, that's enough. That's too much.
That's the quota.
It's actually starting to look like midnight in here.
Okay,
let's chill out. But y'all keep. My thing is like you guys keep letting these, you know, the Trump administration, Republicans, GOP, y'all keep letting them play in your face like that. Like I said before, it's very interesting to me how all the token blacks and minorities in Congress have suddenly, they've been real quiet for about a week and a half. Kamala came on, they was like, oh.
Yeah, because they ain't got no use for the coons now.
Oh. You pick J.D. Vance, who is a horrible pick. Oh. Y'all was vouching and cooning for this dude because y'all really thought he was going to pick y'all to be his damn VP. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Please.
Gummy Tim Scott went so far as to get a fake engagement.
Literally. Then as people was talking junk, tried to have an interview with her on Fox News. Don't nobody care.
Not interested.
You and Lindsey Graham be happy together and keep it moving. I said it.
There you go. All right, let's keep it moving.
Child.
What we got next on this list?
All right. Since we're going to talk about Kamala and how she got everybody shook. She's really keeping us on our toes with these VP, with who she's picking for her VP. It's killing me. So we have an update.
We do.
Governor Roy Cooper said, I'm good. Basically, is what he said. But he had good reason.
A fantastic reason.
He had an amazing reason. And this is how you know that this man really cares about the state of North Carolina on his way out the door.
Yes.
He was like, if I leave, my lieutenant governor, Mark Robinson, would literally have North Carolina up in arms and would act like he is the governor. I mean, that is his role, but if I were to leave. The North Carolina gubernatorial election is in November, and Roy Cooper was like, listen to me. I need to stay, ride this out. Get Josh Stein up in here.
Do you know that Governor Roy Cooper has not left the state since he's been a governor because of Mark Robinson?
Are you serious?
Yes.
No way. Are you serious?
He has not. Since Mark Robinson has been lieutenant governor,
oh my God.
Yes, that's how committed he is. So for those who don't know, and I don't know if this is a law in every state, but here in North Carolina, if the current governor leaves the state for any amount of time, the lieutenant governor acts as governor until he's back across state lines. So that is why. Yeah, Roy Cooper has been stuck in fucking North Carolina. Listen.
For 8 years?
Now, listen, we live here, okay? And even I've been able to leave. Could you imagine not even be able to leave this fucking state? Oh, my God. I know. I
just want to give him... What?
Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
I need to dig into this more.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, the law says as soon as you cross state lines, the lieutenant governor can step up and make decisions on your behalf. Like you not even near, bitch. Can you fucking believe it?
No.
Yes.
But when I say my respect level is like...
When I heard that too,
heaven
I said,
bound
damn.
right now.
I said, you know what? I couldn't settle for VP either. I would have to be president. So if he waits until 2028 to run, or was it 28?
So right now he's 67. So if he were to wait that long, he'd be a little,
I don't know. I feel like he has a solid enough base that I could still rock with it, though.
Somebody said when he did make his announcement, he made his statement, somebody in the thread said that, great job, Senator. Great job, Governor, blah, blah, blah. They was like, we understand. Keep this energy for your Senate run. And I was like, because we know we want Tom Tillis up out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't, wow.
Yeah, girl.
That is really sad.
Yeah. It's just stuck in North Carolina, girl. Because your lieutenant governor is an ass.
It's ridiculous. And I'm noticing how all of a sudden he has these ads, Mark Robinson, like, basically, I used to be broke.
Oh,
and I know what it's like to be strong.
He got a case on him right now.
Oh, yeah. Him and his wife have been defrauding a bunch of daycares and,
His white wife?
No.
She black?
Oh, yeah. Like black.
Damn.
Got the Halle Berry haircut and all.
Oh.
Shortcut hair, all that. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm peeping the ad. Like, your ads are, I have a huge issue with Mark Robinson to the point I was not arguing with somebody. Because basically I called him a love seat. Because he was talking shit about Simone Biles. And I said, I'm really sick of this love seat. Like, you can't even lift your shin up and got the nerve to call Simone Biles weak. Get out of here.
I'm screaming.
You barely can lift your left foot up off the ground.
I'm screaming.
Okay? Do not. And some people were reacting. And I said, listen, if I ever see
Mark... People was mad?
No, they was like, chill out. I was like, nah.
No, actually don't.
He come to Charlotte, it's on site.
Swear to God. Because you be saying some wild stuff.
Like that lady with Rick Scott.
Shame on you, Rick Scott.
Ain't enough security because I don't have time. Like,
he gets on my nerves. And you know what my fear is? People are going to see his face on the ballot and be like, oh, it's a black man.
Please, Sierra, don't please.
I'm just keeping it real with you because we know niggas is not looking up who the fuck is on their ballot and what they be talking about.
I said this a couple weeks ago. I remember when I first saw Mark Robinson's billboard on 485.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget it. I said, oh, shoot, we got a black man running for lieutenant governor. That's what's up. I saw the red.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, he's Republican, but so what?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started looking him up. And I said, oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I think that you are valid in your fears because you're not listening to Headwraps and Lipsticks. You're not listening to the news. You're not even watching TV.
Yo.
Because he got ads out here talking about, I knew what it's like to be broke, unlike my opponent. What does that have to do for the state of North Carolina?
Quickly.
Because you used to be broke. Everybody used to be broke at some point in time.
Some of us are still broke right now.
You're not talking about... all you're talking about is how you used to be broke and how women, when they get pregnant, it's their fault because they're not... What he say? You're not responsible enough to keep your skirt down. That's what you said. Meanwhile... Yeah, he said it. He did say that. You okay?
Yeah, no, that just really disgusted me.
Oh, he said he doesn't want to hear anything about abortion. He's very much disgusted. But it's our fault because we are not responsible enough to keep our skirt down.
And this is included when rape happens?
Rape, incest, he don't want to hear none of it. It's our fault. It's the woman's fault. And y'all had the nerve to vote for him to nominate him as the Republican candidate. Don't you ever disrespect Roy Cooper.
Ever.
But what we was saying, now that Roy Cooper is out of the VP, Mark Kelly is still Arizona Senator Mark Kelly is still in the running. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, when she is climbing up on my favorites list because he just he gives big dick energy.
I saw a tweet that there's word on the street is that he's going to be the pick. They're trying to get more people to donate money behind him.
He gives BDE.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
He really just be like, what was that?
I haven't really seen much about him. I haven't looked up any of his info or whatever.
He really be like, what was that? Oh, okay. That's what I thought it broke.
The people really like him, so
also Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who has been rallying behind Kamala Harris in a lot of rural areas, even in Georgia. And who else? I think Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer is out.
Pete Buttigieg is out?
Pete Buttigieg is still in.
Oh, okay.
But it hasn't been confirmed that he is he's an actual candidate. They're just thinking it. And I understand it because when I say he's been on I'm like, I know there's been a lot going on with transportation, but all his interviews, he ain't talking about nothing. He's talking about J.D. Vance. He's talking about all the attacks against Kamala Harris.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So,
interesting.
Listen, we said it last week. I would love that. I would very much love to have a black woman and a gay man as
for sure
on the ticket. Is America ready for that?
Girl, you know them niggas' heads would fucking explode. That's my one fear about that.
America is too much of a bigot.
Damn.
It is. They are. Like, America is too much of a bigot.
Damn, sis. You might have ate with that one.
Because it's the truth. Instead of listening to what Pete Buttigieg is saying and paying attention to what he's doing in his role as Secretary of Transportation.
Right.
And even listening when he was running for president at a time, listening to some of the things that he says and some of the policies that he is for, you're like, yeah, but he sleeps with a man.
That is the wildest shit to me. Who cares about who he's not fucking you.
Correct. So you would rather have a guilty as charged rapist, 2-time divorcee,
a racist,
broke ass person in the White House versus 2 educated political climbers who have earned their spot. Make it make sense.
Man, I tell you, like,
I don't understand.
The Republicans going full gung-ho on Trump the very first time really ruined what is expected of someone who is a politician and politics in general, and what information is viable and what is not.
Yeah.
It has really fucked us, and now we have regular everyday people saying shit like, well, I don't know everything about it, but I seen some stuff on TV. You're arguing me down about some shit you saw on TV. Bitch.
Like, it's flabbergasting.
I can't. I can't, Sherelle. I see clips on my timeline all the time of, like, you know, people going up and be like, well, no, because, you know, Kamala, she's got 6 toes. I saw it on Fox.
Excellent segue, sis. Sis found a clip of I guess you want to call that a round table discussion, of some swing voters from Wisconsin who were talking about their disdain for Vice President Kamala Harris. And it is mind-blowing, y'all. Yep. Listen to what these ladies had to say.
President Harris compared to President Biden in terms of competency and experience?
I think she's worse. She doesn't even know what's going on at the border.
Right.
And that's what she was supposed to be doing and in charge of. I mean, as a school teacher, if I did not do what I was supposed to be doing, you better believe my job would be in jeopardy. Well, it isn't. Not only was her job not in jeopardy, she was just handed a promotion.
Is there anyone that Kamala Harris could appoint as her vice president that you would find reassuring, would make you consider voting for her?
No.
Never considered voting for her. No.
I would do RFK Jr. way before her.
Yeah.
Same. Absolutely.
Yeah. And she's not the first woman to run for the presidency, Hillary Clinton. I'm assuming no one voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. So it's not necessarily going to sway you to vote for a woman in office. When do you think America will have a female president?
When there's a competent one.
I don't get a good feel for her.
I think she's an idiot.
Right.
Mary, why do you think that she's not that bright?
Because she hasn't done anything in the time that she's had. We don't know anything about her as far as her 3 years so far in the White House. She's not real smart.
I want to say something so mean, but I just believe that God will get me.
A whole bunch of love seeds was up there?
No, not even that, but look like Ashley furniture.
Yo.
But if any one of those ladies could recite the article, the Bill of Rights, the articles of what is that of
organization? No,
Confederate. What? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If any of them could tell me some of the laws that would restrict them of whatever in their own state, then and only then would I, not gonna say allow you because you have freedom of speech.
Sure.
But would even consider what you're saying about vice president, former prosecutor, former attorney general, Howard University grad, University of California at San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm. Period.
I wrote something about basically the term DEI hire being used as basically the new nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, and how Kamala Harris is the target. And we all heard Representative Tim Burchett call her a DEI hire. Representative of Wyoming call her that too.
Mm-hmm.
However, I just want to read something that another conservative, South Carolina from conservative, that he said he admitted that he doesn't agree with some of Harris's policies, but says her track record is proven whether his colleagues like it or not. And this is, he's a former South Carolina Congressman, Samuel Rivers Jr. He says, there's a track record of her being elected multiple times. So I believe people pick their VPs based on what they want them to do for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Let me back up. Okay, so somebody deleted my quotes. Okay, because that's why I'm having a hard time figuring out where it starts. I'm a hardcore Republican, and I don't agree with Kamala Harris's policies. But in fairness, the woman didn't just wake up yesterday and become vice president. There's a track record of her being elected multiple times, and so I believe people pick their VPs based on what they want them to do for them. So there's a reason why she keeps getting elected.
Yeah.
Just like there's a reason that Donald Trump was only elected once. You know what I mean?
Period.
Once. Barack Obama was elected twice.
2 times.
Even George Bush was elected twice. Okay? So for these panels, random panels in random states, to sit there and be like, I just don't think she's bright. You're going to sit here and talk about what she didn't do at the border. Then you go down there and do something about it.
Quickly.
Because my thing, and I'm honestly says, I'm noticing a pattern when it comes to, depending on these roundtable discussions where they are.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, well, she hasn't done anything for the board. What is it that you expect her to do?
And furthermore, you're in fucking Wisconsin.
Your border don't even affect you.
You're giving J.D. Vance. Remember when he was all...
That's your border. If we're going to talk about it, look at the map.
Let me tell y'all something. The Mexicans are probably running the fuck up out of here because it's ghetto over here. They probably going back.
You know what? Tijuana don't sound bad right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's all good.
Horrible over here.
Better food and cooler people there.
Exactly. Food with flavor.
Yeah. Because I know you ain't getting no good Mexican food in Wisconsin.
Oh, that's probably why they mad.
Yeah. But it's just, I told you, I'm ready to start arguing with niggas on the internet.
Not you ready to start arguing.
Because I can't do this. I can't do this. Y'all not about to say you can't, because you can't say anything else bad about her. Mm-hmm. We got it that you said Joe was old. We got it. Yeah. We understood.
Yeah, he's old.
You can't say anything bad about Kamala Harris. You can't say she's not educated. Mm-hmm. You can't say she ain't fine as hell.
Right.
You can't say she's not. I just think she's dumb. What? What are you talking about?
Listen. This is the conversation of people who don't value educated points of views and thoughts and processes when it comes to this process. And so when, MSNBC goes to Wisconsin and sits the first 6 Sally Mae Joe, down for a conversation, swing voters, even though they sound like Republicans to me. You ain't no swing voter, bitch. You a Republican.
Literally, I don't. Yeah, there's no.
No, where's the?
We got it.
Is the swing in the room with us?
For you to say that you would rather vote for Robert Kennedy Jr.
before Kamala,
that is triggering. That is triggering.
That's some sick shit.
Really? And it's all, and this is like, I don't,
That's some sick
I'm not an advocate for racism by any means.
No.
I'd rather you just say she a black woman and I don't want that in the Oval Office. I'd much rather just say that.
Sherelle made me drop my mic. That's how much I agree. Like, cause
that's what you want to say.
That's what you want to say. And the thing is, to follow up on that though, nobody wants to be seen. White people nowadays don't want to be seen as racist or even be called racist, even though that's what they are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're right-wing conservative. They're racist.
That's other than like they're racist and you're just prone to masculinity. Because even the fact that you because I mean we've seen different clips of some of these white women that's like, I just don't understand like why a woman would want to be in the Oval Office.
What the fuck?
You wouldn't even vote for Hillary Clinton?
Listen.
The GOAT of first ladies?
Yo. And stayed with her man.
The GOAT of first ladies.
And stayed with her man who cheated on her.
Jackie O could never.
Literally.
Jackie O could never. You wouldn't even vote for Hillary Clinton.
I wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. Because she's a woman.
You are embedded in toxic masculinity.
Woo!
This
Real
is
bad.
crazy.
You know what? That's actually a really good segue to your clip.
Oh.
That you have.
My God today.
That's
my God today.
That's a fantastic segue, sis.
My God today.
Yes.
So when you have a moment, everybody, there is a segment from MSNBC hosted by Charles Coleman Jr., who is a legal analyst for the network as well as a civil rights attorney. And he and another a colleague of his have gone around the country talking about a whole bunch of talking to different black men about really a temperature check of what's going on in politics. And it was really, really interesting. They were talking about how, basically how they're trying to figure out how the Trump support has swayed now that Kamala Harris is a candidate for president. Mm-hmm. And it got very, 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 very interesting. I just want you guys to listen to this.
Did you send this to me already?
I think so. Hold on. I'm about to send it to you right now because I'll forget. I want you guys to listen to this.
Has Biden leaving the race impacted the way you're looking at the election?
To be honest, not drastically. With Kamala now being the nominee, still hasn't changed my vote where I was going with it. Definitely excited.
I don't know if we're going to continue to have the right to vote if somebody else is in office after a number of years. So I talk to a lot of brothers out there and say, I'm not voting. You gotta vote. Not voting is not an option.
By show of hands, how many of you know a black man who has expressed to you that they're committed to voting for Donald Trump? Okay. For the brothers who have told you that or said that to you, has the emergence of Kamala Harris changed that for those brothers?
I would say most of the men that I know that are on the Trump train, they just want something different from the status quo, and they feel as though that Trump can bring that. And the one thing that I would say is just look at his history, look at his track record, and see how different that's going to be. And it doesn't look good for black men. Don't do it. Those are my words. Don't do it.
That's a simple message.
Don't do it.
So for context, to your point, there was an interior designer. His name is Irvin Robeson. He basically was saying kind of like what Trump was talking about the other day to his beloved Christians about the election. Basically, you won't have to vote anymore. People took that seriously. And that's what that man was saying. I really think that, God forbid we get this man back in the office, that will happen. that they will actually we're already in. I thought that this conversation, I didn't get a chance to listen to the whole thing in its entirety, and maybe we'll put the whole YouTube clip in the show notes so you guys can listen to it.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting to hear some of the comments that these brothers in particular were speaking on behalf of other brothers. Some were saying, yeah, they're going to vote for him because of the stimulus check, like they're going to get another one. One of them said that it was somebody was concerned with interest rates and how they're going up. Now, granted, they are going up. I saw Macy's credit card is 34.949%.
Interest rates are definitely going up.
They're ridiculous. But if those two things is enough to make you vote for this man who wants to bring back stop and frisk, who is an advocate of excessive force from police, who called Black Lives Matter protests hooligans and thugs and everything because they are marching because men like you are being killed in the streets for absolutely no reason at all other than because of the color of their skin. Shame on you. Shame on you. It is so, like, we have these conversations over and over again. Yep. And it's so disheartening. Now, shout out to these brothers that was like, yeah, those are them. But I know for me,
right.
And that's what there was so I love that they were talking about what they do for a living. Interior designer, a teacher. A teacher. He was like, listen, just because Biden's not out, that don't mean I'm just gonna go to the Trump train.
Right.
I know what I'm doing. I don't got time for that. But it's very disheartening that some people is like, just like we played that clip of that Arby's man the other week, because of a stimulus check.
Because that shit still pisses
You
me
get
off.
what I'm saying? A stimulus check? Seriously? That's what you want to do? But the main thing that one of them said, it was like, they just don't like women.
Told y'all. I've been telling y'all for like 3 months now at this point.
It's giving the last 3 years.
Listen.
You have been saying it.
I've been saying it. I'm going to say it. And I'm going to just keep saying it.
Yeah.
And it's like, people are cutting off their nose to spite their face, when in reality they're actually cutting themselves off at the neck.
Literally.
You're decapitating your livelihood. You're decapitating your livelihood if you think that to say you want something different, so you're going to vote for Trump. No, bitch. Oh, it's going to be different.
Correct.
Oh, it's going to be real different. And not in a different way that you think it is.
And this okay. Oh, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy that Charles Coleman was the one that was interviewing them, but I wish it was a woman. And I want to be very specific on the type of woman. And this is not me putting a fire under me and Sierra, but if they would have had somebody like Sierra and I interview, I would be like, when you say different, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
On some Drewski shit. What do you mean by that?
Seriously, because I think
maybe Drewski should have been the one.
Probably. And you know what? And I think that those are like real conversations that should be had.
Yeah.
Because people are like, first you need to ask the right questions, but then you need to ask the right questions to dive into where, one, they're getting their information.
Yeah.
And two, why are they thinking like that? Well, journalism shit.
Yeah. But the key elements of a story.
The key elements, and like, no shade to your man's, but I think had he asked a little bit more engaging questions, we probably could have gotten those answers, right? But I think with black men, I'm not gonna say it's not hard for them to talk to black women, but I think there are fences up. Y'all, Sherelle is shaking her head like, well. But I think they do have their fences and their guards up when it comes to especially educated black women. Shit.
We don't have the time.
I be getting it all the time because, podcasts. So people just say crazy stuff to me or feel very aggressive to me sometimes.
Facts.
And I'm like, chill.
I have gotten DMs, voice notes. Like, I was listening to your podcast and I'm like, I mean, just because you put in the DM is not going to change how I said what I said. You heard what I said.
And that's crazy, sis, because some people really do. And listen, sometimes people do have valid points, right? Sure. Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, I hear you. I got you. I will take that into consideration. But in this point right here, that we're talking on right now, you cannot change my mind. There's no change in my mind. Because at the end of the day, it is a misogynor. It is a misogynor issue, right?
Yep.
It's a misogynor issue, and it's also a lack of education.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all about on this podcast, is educating y'all.
And that's what, I'm concerned about, we talk about the boomers all the time, and I'm concerned about them. Because it's like some of them are now gravitating towards, as much as they talk shit about social media, now they're gravitating towards it more. And they're getting their information.
But it's only Facebook, Sherelle, and that's the problem.
Yeah. You're getting some Instagram, too. Some. I definitely, it's definitely
sprinkle,
80-20 there. I'm with you on that.
Yes.
But it's like, I'll get videos sent to me by some boomers in my family, and I'm like, you sent this to me, is it because you just wanted me to see it? Or do you agree with this? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're getting your information from these random videos, and then you're formulating an uneducated opinion on politics, hell, on food. My dad told my mom she's not supposed to put cucumbers in the refrigerator no more. And my mom said, did a nutritionist say that? Like, why?
Where did that information come from?
Instagram.
Oh, fuck.
Some real. So now when this cucumber just sit on the counter.
But and we've brought this up several times about people who say they listen to us and we're the only piece of information. And that scares me.
It does.
And so you listening.
Because where you think we're getting it from?
Come on. I mean, we're not getting it from Facebook.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
We're literally like, CNN said.
Right. But I still
Charlotte Observer said.
Right. Because I still want you to, we still want you to go and double check, right? Because also we might be missing points. Like, this show only comes on once a week. So there also might be updated facts to the things that we're talking about. My mom, this was last year. My mom was like, did you know that? Who was it? She was like, such and such died. I said, what? Let's say it was Michael Jordan. It wasn't Michael Jordan. She's like, Michael Jordan died. I said, Mom, what are you talking about?
Right.
She was like, I just saw. She's like, my stepdad, his brother sent her a thing on Facebook. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, such and such sent me the thing on Facebook that said that Michael Jordan died. So I'm like, well, first, let me go to Twitter.
Right.
Because, the Twitter timeline will be on it, right?
Okay.
Right. So I'm on Twitter. I don't see nothing. I'm on Instagram.
Right.
I mean, not Instagram. Google.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, Michael Jordan is
alive and well.
And she was like, what? I said, yes, girl. Like,
what are you talking about?
Do not get first of all, don't get your information from him no more, because he clearly didn't read whatever it was that he saw on Facebook.
Girl.
Whatever it is that he saw on Facebook was a lie. So, yeah, you got to be very, very careful. And that's just my concern, Sherelle. It's
yeah.
I really want our people to be more educated. And I really want us, and I'm I'm constantly thinking about, what can, you and I do with this platform? And we're doing the best that we can with what we have.
Yeah.
Of making sure that people know that there are other points of views and you should really listen. And I think people, you don't need to, don't listen to respond, listen to understand. Right? Listen to understand, and then you can respond.
Exactly.
No, seriously, because some people be like, I hear you, okay? But no. Ruminate on that for a little bit.
Right. Let it marinate.
Let it marinate. Put it in the fridge for 2 hours. Then come cook it up. So, yeah, I don't know.
Clips like that, clips like those white women are super scary to say. It's just, because where's the middle in this?
Yeah.
Where's the middle in this? You got a bunch of white women that's absolutely not. then you got black men who sleep with black women saying, yeah, I just want something different, so I'm going to go with Trump. How many white men have to be in the White House?
The thing is, like,
if little Tommy, I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, how different can you get other than a black and South Asian woman being president of the United States, along with Pete Buttigieg being a gay man being vice president of the United States? Mm-hmm. You talk about a melting pot? Are you kidding me? But no, you want a criminal who came from money, who's married to a former porn star.
Damn.
That's different. Oh yeah,
it's some kind of different. Ain't gonna be.
That's what we need.
Listen, I don't know what black needs to hear this, but you're not gonna get. I know y'all been trying to catch up to white men for all the time, all the years that we've been behind, and I'm here to tell you that
it's not gonna happen.
If Trump gets in office, it's still not gonna happen. Keep your ass in second place.
Look, I just feel like one day I'm gonna run into Byron Donalds, and I'm gonna play this clip for him. If second place were a person,
damn, baby, it's you.
Okay, you did all that tap dancing to still be in second place.
Not picked.
No one tagged you. Not one person tagged you in.
Literally not it.
Thanks. Get back in the bag.
Damn.
Get back to Florida.
Damn.
Please. But y'all keep thinking.
Damn.
Keep thinking on. This electing Trump is not going to get you a seat at the table. And if you get you a seat at the table, it's going to be a table that you don't want to be at.
You literally have to tap dance on the table.
Literally.
Coon.
You look like Bobby Shmurda in that. Remember that one clip of Bobby Shmurda on a table dancing for the music executives?
Yeah.
Cringe.
Yeah.
But that's what y'all look like talking about you want Trump in office.
Yeah, they're going to be on that table like that WB frog.
Literally. Okay?
WB.
Literally. Anyways.
Well, okay, we got two things left here.
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears. That is it for our politics stuff. Woo. Sis, here we go. Your boy Malcom Jamal Warner said that hip-hop is anti-black.
I thought this was interesting.
Did you send this to me too?
I think so.
Okay. All these clips, honey.
I know.
It's okay.
But I thought this was very interesting. He had a lot to say about the state of hip hop.
You ain't send it to me.
I did not. Okay, what do I do with it? Okay, there it is. And y'all know me. Music is my
forte.
Okay. So I just wanted you all to hear what he had to say.
Unfortunately, the success of hip hop is predicated upon being anti-black.
Explain. Expound.
When you listen to the hip hop that gets the exposure, right? Conscious hip hop isn't getting exposure. The messages in hip hop that get the exposure are misogyny, murder, mayhem, and disrespect of fellow black people. Right? That's not all of the hip hop that exists.
Right, but that's what mainly.
That's what gets. Yeah, like you can't have a popular hip hop song without using the N-word.
Or calling women horrible names.
Yeah, it's like our black music has somehow become anti-black, and it's been so normalized that it gets right by us.
And it just did with me.
Yeah, the conditioning, the programming is it's so powerful. Like in all of my poetry, I constantly talk about my love-hate relationship with hip hop. Right, but when those of us who are hip hop purists and we talk about how the younger generation, the hip hop is trash, well, we're complicit in that because the younger generation grew up watching us and listening to us, listen to what we listen to. The content isn't different. The skill set may not be as great, right? The execution may not be as great as it was artistically, but the content really is the same. And most of that content, to be black music, again, is really, a lot of it's anti-black.
Excellent.
Okay. I hear him. I won't say I completely disagree.
I don't either.
But I will say hip hop has become, I don't know if I want to say this word, but kind of degenerative in a sense because it is now being used as a cash grab.
I feel that. Yeah, I think that's a valid viewpoint.
Yeah, I think, back when hip hop was literally our entity, we shaped it how we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I know there was a huge, but I wasn't really conscious enough at the time when NWA first came on the scene, because from my recollection, they're the first time in hip hop where lyrics were like egregious,
right?
Straight out of
Compton. Oh, for sure.
I never listened to the album actually.
Me neither. Wasn't allowed.
I've had no interest.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I'm like, does it come from that? But then I'm also like, as hip hop evolved, right? Because it evolved into black men talking about their experiences of living on the street, right? Mm-hmm. Being a part of hood culture, and what they were experiencing from the police and selling drugs or whatever, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it has evolved to now where we have way more women who have jumped on the train, which I love. But we also have like people who have like, someone once said something I thought was interesting, was like, hip hop today is like the children of the artists who were selling drugs, but now the children do drugs. So they're rapping about being on drugs, right?
I feel that.
So like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to blame anybody, right? But if we're going back and I'm like, is this NWA's fault?
I don't.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I don't know. I don't really know if it's any artist's fault. I think I just blame like the music executives and the industry in itself.
Sure.
That if I had to put a blame on anybody, and I think the term that you use, degenerative is valid because, like I said earlier, there's literally no gatekeeping now.
None.
Anybody that can rhyme bat with cat, anybody that has access to auto-tune, a phone, and has a fat ass is welcome.
Well,
so I think a part of why I agree with what Malcom Jamal Warner said is because I don't look at me as a hip hop purist,
right?
So to speak.
Sure.
I'm far from that, but I'm in between because I do listen to some of the ratchet shit, and then I do listen to some of the conscious hip hop that Theo was talking about. And I'm just kind of stuck in the middle. But I think what he meant by being anti-black is there's no more uplifting of any purpose in hip hop other than what you're saying is just getting a bag. Everything is I'm getting a bag. Not even now. It's not even about like selling drugs. I'm just getting a bag.
Really, it is though.
That's you know what I'm saying. I'm just getting a bag. Whatever way. I will say, when it comes to women, I know what's her name, JT. Either she dropped an album or a single the other day, and it was horrible.
Damn.
like horrible. And somebody retweeted it. That's the only way I saw it.
Yeah.
Somebody retweeted because she put out a video and said, so women in hip hop are just out here promoting prostitution now and ABC XYZ. And I said, whoever this person is, they're not wrong. Damn. So you have the male artists that are just constantly, I'm getting the bag, I'm getting this bitch, I'm doing this, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm popping perks.
You know, I'm popping perks. You know what I'm saying? You 36, okay? Mm-hmm. And then you have some of the women. Now, granted, yes, we love Lotto, we love Meg, we love, Flo Milli and all them. I don't know about the Ice Spices of the world.
No, yeah, leave me out of that one.
But it's always like, like, I'm about to rob this nigga, I'm about to get his dick, ride him good, and then I'm gonna rob him blind. Like,
no, like,
you should be in jail.
I think
jail.
And listen, I'm getting older. Okay, I'll be 38 this month. Mm-hmm. So I'm aware. Like I'm the old bitch at the club. This shit ain't for me. Like you know what I'm saying? I know my place, dog. So sometimes I be thinking this. I be like, damn. Like,
right.
Am I old as shit, or does this music all sound? They're all rapping. They're all rapping about the same shit.
Same shit.
And I think that's why I like hold Kendrick Lamar so close to me, because all of his albums, even though I don't like Around the Big Steppers, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't it.
All right, you ain't gotta do all
this. Wasn't it.
Even though like asshole. Even though like all of his albums like are completely different, they all like speak about important topics in one way or another, and it's so important to me. Like I can't explain like you know what it is for me? It is his music is pro-black. He talks about his experiences, right? Because we know like he was around like all that gang shit.
Yeah.
His dad or somebody in his family had like a drinking problem. Like, so he talks about that, but he doesn't talk about indulging in it in any way, shape, or form. He talks about like, oh, like, I saw this happening.
Right.
This is how I moved to make myself a better person. So like, I think like that's why I hold like his music so dear to my heart, because I'm like, he raps in a way of like, I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna use this as a quote. But Jay-Z says, "Did I tell you sell drugs? No. Hov did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that."
When Theo was talking about Murder Mayhem, or like, I immediately was in my head singing on Kendrick Lamar's song on Damn, XXX, like sex, murder, money, our DNA.
Yes.
Like I literally, as he's saying, I was like, oh shit,
yo,
that's what Kendrick was talking about. I listen, y'all know. I talk to different people about like who their favorite rappers are and things like that.
Sure.
And I feel like, if a rapper like Kendrick Lamar is not in your top 5, a rapper like J. Cole is not in your top 5, Jay-Z, I just don't know if I could really like, I'm not going to say respect, but I don't know if I can appreciate what
do you bring to the conversation?
Yeah, like, you telling me that one of your favorite rappers is
Drake.
Sure. Yeah, we can say Drake. I mean, Drake, I like Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if we're talking about messaging, you need to be talking about Kendrick. You need to be talking about J. Cole. You need to be talking about Wale.
Yeah.
You need to be like, those are the you need to be talking about Lute. You need to be talking about Ruben Vincent. These are the artists that like really deserve your attention.
Yeah.
Okay? Like these XXL freshmen that are coming out of nowhere. And even like back in the day, even when like Wiz Khalifa came out, that whole Taylor gang, like that was like an era for me. It was like, they were talking about their experiences, but they were making it fun. It's like, yeah, I went through this, but fuck all that, man.
Right,
like, I'm out here doing, we smoking weed. It was appreciative. Now it's like, what are y'all talking about?
Literally, what are
you
y'all
are
talking
literally
about?
Persecuting yourself on
the
record. Oh my God. I never will understand when Bobby Shmurda went to prison, why everybody was so mad.
He literally said,
literally, when JT went to prison, I'm not understanding. She literally talked about scammy niggas on damn near every track the City Girls put out.
Yeah.
And then she got free JT. I mean, cool. But, Why?
Right.
What are we confused here? But what are we talking about? And this is why, I remember J. Cole said, was it Get Off My Dick? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about, I try to crack a smile while Iggy wins a Grammy. Like, it's not too far off.
No, it wasn't far off at all.
It's not too far off. There's no way in hell that Ice Spice should even have been nominated for Best New Artist of the Grammys early this year. Are you kidding me?
All that shit was a fart.
Are you? All right.
That's what she was saying.
But you're absolutely right. So now I got to sit here and talk to my niece and nephew who are coming up like, Auntie, do you listen to Ice Spice? Absolutely not.
At all.
That's my jam.
But like, this is also like, here's the thing. I think essentially hip hop is a youngster's game.
I think rap is a youngster's game.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I'm going with you on that. Rap is a youngster's game. So, okay, let me ask you this. So, if rap is a youngster's game, is hip hop something you grow into?
I think so. And I'll even use Kendrick and Kendrick and J. Cole. Let me not use Kendrick. I use J. Cole as an example. When J. Cole, I was first introduced to J. Cole, it was the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? I was hearing it. I mean, he was using serious samples of hip hop legends and greatness. I was like, oh my, and I became an instant fan right away.
Yeah.
Because I related to a lot of the things that he was talking about. Here go this broke ass college student, you know what I'm saying, who's sitting here talking about his experience. I'm like, oh shit, I too am a broke ass college student. Let me hear what he got to say. Then he dropped his first album. And it was very commercialized. It was good.
Oh yeah,
it was good.
That was a very much commercial album.
And I always notice with debut albums, like the best songs are more towards the end. On the Sideline Story, that song actually made me tear up. I was like, damn, I understand what it's like to be on the sideline too. Then the next album dropped, and then 2014 Forest Hills Drive. You get what I mean? And you just kind of see the growth. Like, yeah, this is J. Cole, the rapper. Now this is J. Cole, the music executive. This is the one that's signing checks now.
Yes.
He's been trained by Jay-Z. It's like, okay, you get where I'm trying to go with you, sir? Take off. Same with Wale. Wale came up with that Lady Gaga bullshit in the beginning on his first album.
God damn, I forgot about
that.
It
was cute.
Yeah.
Then he went away for a minute. Then he came out with the next album. Then the growth level. You get what I mean? And I feel like that even with Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Bad City, in my opinion, is one of the greatest debut rap albums ever. But then he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly.
Well, this is where our courses veer off.
And then he dropped Damn. It's like, whoa.
And listen.
You had all this in the vault just warming up?
And niggas try to make fun of that, like, who the fuck got a Pulitzer? Like,
that's major.
That's major. Which, like, and this goes back to what we said at the beginning of the show about studying your craft. Correct. Studying and constantly being students. Like, because Wale, J. Cole, Kendrick consistently study, and you see it. But and
they're not out here for the accolades.
Right. But they're also, like, the younger kids be like, well, I don't want to hear all that conscious shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like,
Lil Yachty, you never heard the Reasonable Doubt? I'll give you that. I don't even think you were born. But for you to sit here and you have access to those same rooms that the man that put that album out is in, that's crazy to me. And I feel like a lot of the new rap, even if you ask Ice Spice if she listened to Queen Latifah's debut album,
I doubt it.
You get what I mean?
I highly doubt it.
Did you listen to Lil' Kim?
Shit, I still haven't listened to hardcore.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You can't, like, all you're seeing is the sex appeal behind it, but are you listening to the lyricism that Lil' Kim put out? That Foxy Brown with Il Nana, like all these female, you know what I'm saying? I'll even give Megan Thee Stallion. I think Megan Thee Stallion's in a good in a decent place right now. But I think because she has the backing of a lot of down south hip hop icons, if she really were, I mean, I know she's kind of embedding in that whole I'm a nerd type situation.
Sure.
And we love that for her.
Sure, that representation is very
But I think if she got into her bag,
I would, you know what? I would really love to see some actual lyricism from her. I think it's in her.
I do too.
I wish Nicki Minaj wasn't so fucking crazy.
Right.
My favorite verse of hers ever is on The Moment for Life. At this very moment, I'm king. Shut up.
Listen, Nicki Minaj.
Shut up.
Y'all already know. Nicki Minaj was a goddamn moment. And when I say she stood alone. No female rapper was banging with Nicki Minaj.
No.
For years.
And she was very fantastic lyrically. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know what happened either. But I think like with some of the female artists that we have, like, you know, I think Meg could get there. I definitely think Lotto could get there.
You know,
I think Lotto could get there.
Lotto has to grow on me sometimes. Sometimes I'm like cool. Sometimes I'm like, I don't really know about this.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Lotto. And I think, you know, her coming from a rap show, you know, where it was like, I'm trying to get in with Jermaine Dupri, and her really expressing her lyricism and performing it amongst some of the best producers, and then her come, you know, she kind of went away for a little bit, and then come back. It's like, yeah, I got this. I do think Lotto could. I think she has the ability to kind of embark on what it's like to be sexy and still have a track record proven in the game. I actually do think though. Now the rest of them, Flo Milli, some people want to blame colorism for her.
I think Flo Milli is fantastic.
She is, but nobody cares about, you know, you keep talking about you've been arrested. You keep talking about.
Damn, is that what be going on with her?
Yeah. Oh, she has some.
You know who? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this.
You need a mentor.
But I really.
Go ahead. I feel like I know you. I feel like I know who you about to say.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Doja Cat. That bitch can rap.
It took me a very long time to get on the Doja Cat train. I would say I'm kind of new to it. I give it about maybe like the last 2 years. I'm like, oh shit, this bitch. And recently the song, I'm kind of mad that like, I mean, Paint the Town Red is dope.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad that the song Attention didn't get the attention that it deserved. And I was like, ooh, Kendrick would kill a remix on this. And I'm listening to what she's saying. She literally was talking shit. Like, at the end of the day, you sitting here, you know, you still ain't going, you could talk shit all you want. I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. She's just weird.
She's weird as hell.
So there's a difference between being weird and then you got Megan Thee Stallion, who's just a nerd.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then you got Glorilla, who, you know, we love. I think Glorilla, what I like about Glorilla is the fact that she knows her lane.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Memphis. I say Curban, you know what I'm saying? She put her R's in random places. And and I'm here for a good time. I want y'all to turn up to my music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. I really don't know. Then you got others like, you know, LaKaylee and
I haven't heard any. Has she released anything?
Not that I know of.
Because her one album I loved.
Yeah. Girl Blunt.
No, the one before that. I haven't heard Girl Blunt.
Is that the name of the album?
Maybe I did, and I was like, oh, I don't like this one.
I feel like is that the name of the album, or is that just a single?
Hold on, let me tell you which album I like. I can tell you.
This shit is a Girl Blunt. Oh, here, wait, it's called Acrylic.
I did not like Acrylic, but
I liked it.
But Wash and Set was my album.
But unfortunately, see, I didn't listen to Wash and Set.
Oh, you gotta listen to Wash and Set.
I will. Challenge. I will. I feel like, unfortunately, it's because, you know, LaKaylee is very much, you know, she hides her face, things like that. So she hasn't exuded sex appeal yet. And that's why she's not where they need, you know, and I'm not going to say Doja hasn't, because, I mean, what was it when Doja put out that video and get that booty, and I was like,
yeah,
God damn,
well, she done lost all that weight, child.
You know what I'm saying? But I think I understand what Malcom Jamal Warner was saying, but
for sure,
I don't know if we'll ever get out of it. I think it's just like at this point, especially for those in this age demographic of 35 to let's say 45. I don't know how old he is, but I think that we have lived through enough eras of hip hop to appreciate what was and what is and what could be.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
For sure.
And even when it comes to like R&B, like that's why, you know, SZA and Ari Lennox and Summer Walker, even though that they do exude sex appeal, some more than others, there's still some lyricists and real pain in some of their songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they'll be around for a while. But some of these, you know, I just really wish Chloe and Halle would stop bullshitting.
And get back together. Because I'm not feeling this. I mean, the solo is cute.
What solo? It's not even, like, I can't even hear nothing. That's how low it is.
Damn.
One in movies now. They both in movies now. One done had a baby. Chloe, they overly sexualized her. I think they
too much.
They went over the peak with her.
Oh, for sure they did. Too fast and too soon.
Like, wait a minute.
Yo.
She turned 21 and y'all was like, put her in a thong.
Yo,
like, goddamn.
I was like, wait a minute, whoa.
So you made one a token Disney, and then you made another a sex kitten.
Yeah.
And they both are playing kind of both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
So you thought it was gonna be Chloe when it's Halle. But the voices, we need them on wax.
Yeah, y'all need to stop bullshitting.
Playing games, niggas.
Real bad.
I don't get it.
Whew. I think this show probably about like 2 hours long.
Is it for real?
I don't know. I can't. You know the thing about these little microphones, they don't tell you how long you've been recording. So I don't know.
Damn, y'all be all right. I think we have started a lot of good conversations. So I would really hope that you guys would talk back to us and tell us what you think and, you know, how we're feeling about hip hop, how we're feeling about Kamala Harris. Kamala.
Not Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Comma.
It's very simple.
It's comma and la, like a comma.
It's like literally hit the comma button and then put LA.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What happened?
Ain't no new reviews. I'm telling you, that's what didn't happen. Yeah.
Why are you doing this to us?
You thought I was not going to do this even though I got a migraine? Yeah.
I did. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, well.
I kind of did.
No. I'm going to gaslight through all of it.
I just want to see.
Thick and thin.
But let's see if we have.
You always trying to give somebody the fucking pass or you.
I'm just, you know.
Always
listen,
trying to
we're
give
going through a
somebody the
lot right
fucking
now.
pass.
Black women, we got to save democracy again.
Per usual.
And, you know, I just want to see if there's any, you know, shout outs to y'all that really be in the comments on YouTube.
Really appreciate it though.
Really, y'all just really be talking to us. And then, let's see, somebody says, Sherelle, I too am a graphic tee aficionado, LOL. Please tell me where you got the Sandlot shirt from. This is clearly the play ball scene. See, y'all, exactly. It's not even the right words. So, okay, I have a confession. That wasn't even my shirt. That was my little sister's shirt.
Oh, wow.
I stole it from her because I needed a shirt when I left the house one day, and I just never
y'all
gave.
haven't grown out of that yet?
What, stealing each other's shirt?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have a shirt one day, and I needed a shirt.
So you just been, and how long have you had the shirt at your house?
Oh, it's been probably about like 2-3 months. I mean, she knows I have it. I just haven't given it back to her.
I say 2-3 years. I'm like, oh, so that's
no,
your shirt
it's just
now.
been like 2-3. I think it was the last time you was at the house, and I just needed a shirt.
Oh, after the
yeah, after the bridal shower.
Yes.
So yeah, so that was back in April.
I'll allow it this time.
That was back in April. So, but she did get it from Target. Oh, I will say that.
Target be having a shirt. Yo.
Target really do be having a shirt. So, yeah, I'm sorry. That's that with that.
Yeah, but there are no 5-star reviews. Though.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, are there?
I don't think so.
No, no. Don't lie to me, Sherelle. Yeah, she making that face. So it's giving a big fat no. N-O. Yeah. Y'all some losers for real.
Oh my God.
That's why y'all can't see our face today.
Yeah. Y'all need to, when we come back on camera, y'all really need to.
It better be some reviews up in there.
Yeah, seriously. Like.
Anyway.
Stop playing.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode. Remember, we are on a bunch of things. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. Sherelle has on one today, but you can't see it.
You can't see it.
But she's got the Thug Adjacent one in like an army green color.
And do.
Yeah, that's our popular selling shirt. You should buy one.
Yeah.
You haven't bought a shirt, so go ahead and buy one.
For real.
Remember, we have a Cashapp, $Headwrappod. And lastly, we are on a bunch of streaming platforms. Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Woo.
We're everywhere you want to be.
Right, except clearly not in our reviews.
Oh.
Yeah.
What slogan was that? Remember, it was like...
Visa is everywhere you want to be.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking about the Army. Be all that you can be.
All that you can, yeah.
I'm really telling my age.
You old as shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
What's your joke?
So shout out to Desiree. Desiree sent me a video joke.
Wow, blasphemy.
She did.
She just turned 30 and she doing this bullshit still.
This is what happens. You mature. So happy birthday.
You grow out. Happy birthday, Michelle. But grow out of this shit.
No, never. Hold on.
What did the egg say to the boiling water?
No idea.
I don't know if I can get hard. I just got laid this morning. What?
That was fucking terrible. That was... I'm almost offended at how terrible that was. Jesus Christ.
Classic. Yeah, that was funny.
No, it
I actually got a
wasn't.
really... When she said it to me, I was like... That shit was funny. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
No? All
right. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.